Happy holidays. It's probably snowing right now. In fact, there are probably flurries falling as we speak. Right now, I'm taking a look at Brandon's poster. This is a great start. There's a lot of things that he's going to need to do a little bit differently. Among them, he's going to make the text in his name significantly more heavy as a way to sort of jump out a little bit more. When I look at the bottom, I can see that he's got a number of these sort of awards, but they're sort of scattered all over the place. You're going to want to open up a single layer of text and simply copy and paste the text in, or make sure you do line breaks. I'm looking up at the top right hand corner. I see the AUP website, but it is far too small. Finally, these two action shots, they're nice, but that's not how you look proportionally. You did a great job with the selections, and I can see that right here. With along your sort of forearm and your pants, it looks good, but it's ill proportioned. You want to make sure the height is proportional to the width. So let's take a look at our original document that we're sort of that's inspiring us. So here's what you're doing today. Most of you should have your portrait, your sort of big face photo, and two action photos. Yes, you should have already started laying out your text. Yes, once you've got text that looks good, and Brandon, as an illustration of what I'm talking about, you can see that Defensive Player of the Year, most, and Rookie. There, it's left aligned and it looks professional. It looks good. Once you get all this text in your poster, you're going to call me over and you're going to say, Droz, approval needed. And I'm going to say, this looks good. The layout looks good. Once you're at that point, once you reach that point, you're going to start adding more gradients. Today, you're going to add approximately, I don't know, 7 to 10 different gradient layers. So I'm going to press Control Shift N, and I'm going to go back into my layers palette. I'm going to grab a couple colors. We'll grab this one, kind of a nice teal and an orange, and we'll see what this looks like. And that one looks kind of cool. Then what you're going to do is you're going to press Control Shift S. And when you press Control Shift S, that's save as. I'm going to save this as a JPEG, and you're going to save each one as a JPEG in your folder. And I can see that this is labeled Joseph Action Poster by Droz. So this is going to be red teal. Enter as a JPEG. I'm going to go back to Layers Palette. I'm going to highlight that, or hide it rather. Control Shift S. I'm going to change this to a JPEG, and I'm going to make this one purple, yellow. Great. Kobe is back. So what you're going to do is you're going to do that a number of times. Once you've got 7 or 8 layers, we can start adding textures. And you guys, one final point about just this, I would recommend that you have your desaturated layer on top, and then beneath it, you're going to have your gradients. So my desaturated layer is on top, and it's luminosity. You're going to want to play around with your own blending modes, and then the gradient layers are beneath. So now let's take a look at some more of your work. Nice job, Brandon. So Imani's got a great start. I actually really like this. I'm going to ask politely that she sort of shift the action shots over. She's going to add text today. Nice job. Autumn did a wonderful job. And I'm not even just saying that. You guys know that I wouldn't just say it to say it. You're going to simply add stroke to your urban planning. You're going to add Najee name. Nice job, Autumn. That looks good. Thank you, Henry, for sending the PSDs. Everybody clap it up for Henry. Thank you, Henry. Here we've got Ebony's. That's a good start. I think that her face is a little dim in the background, and her action shot is a little bit too big. We're going to play around with it. We're going to want to make sure that our text is probably white, and we want to vary the text. Ebony, different kinds of fonts. So when I look at Joseph, he's got a nice start. These action photos are too big. He's adding textures. I want him to add text. I would like him to add gradients, so he knows what he needs to do today. He started adding text, but look at all this space. We need to be smart about the way we lay out our stuff. Joseph, I'm going to come talk to you, but you can just look at the example I've provided featuring you. Ina, nice, although there's a lot going on in here. I'm going to ask politely that you use the gradient first. Let's get the text layout nice. You don't need all these, the stroke on the specific awards. We can talk more about that in a little bit. Kimberly did a nice job. I'm going to ask that you guys see where her name is. It's right smack dab in the middle and sort of covering her hockey action shot. She's going to want to bring this down, and she's going to want to put the the credentials up above. And nice job. I'm going to look forward to gradients today. Laura, you've been sending me this for days. We did this last spring. I'm not really sure why this is the work that you're submitting to me from April 2013. Najee, this is nice. In fact, when I look at it from right here, it kind of looks like a little Bob Marley poster with the colors. Nice job. I'm going to ask that you maybe reconsider this basketball shot. I think we can play around with it. And I like how you had the name on the bottom and then you have the credentials or the awards on top. You're going to want to make these white and a little bit easier to see. Drop down the opacity of urban planning. Kimberly, you're going to want to probably do something like that. And that looks like that wraps up about the work that you guys submitted. All right, guys, if you submitted work to me, you get an A. If you didn't submit any work to me, if you didn't hear me describe what you did today, you probably earned a 0. I'm really looking forward to you guys producing amazing work. This is going to be outstanding. This will be admired from years to come. Good luck.